Monster Hunter Rise is the best thing to happen to the Switch this year, and let me explain. Now, I can't sit here and say that Monster Hunter Rise is Game of the Year because it's not out yet. I don't know what else to say. It's not out. It's not released. But by the time you're seeing this, the demo has the second demo has been released to where you can fight the Magnamalo. Oh my god, that's gonna be so fun. I haven't played it yet, but you're probably watching gameplay of me playing it. So if I look like I'm having fun, just realize that this is the reaction. Monster Hunter Rise is the first exclusive Monster Hunter game that was built from the ground up for the Switch. Now I know it's coming to PC, but for a limited time it was our exclusive, and oh my god, that feels amazing. Monster Hunter Rise is the continuation of the story after Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World was a very open world game. It was very Zelda Breath of the Wild-y. Monster Hunter Rise seems to be less of that. Just a little bit more menu scrolling, but hey, it's still pretty open world once you get into it. As far as I can tell, there are no loading times between areas, like in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which is my only other Monster Hunter reference on the 2DS. I know that kind of makes me a fake fan, but I don't care. I'm poor. I am very excited for this game. But let's talk about the coolest things that happened in Monster Hunter this week, because oh my god, there were a lot, and I've taken notes. We got an amazing look at the Ghost Harag gameplay in these digital events. So far, as of recording this, we've had two. One is going to be happening tomorrow. You can see the dates and times on screen. But yeah, we had the Monster Hunter Rise digital event, or just the Monster Hunter digital event in general. And then we had the Director Q&A plus the Stories 2 digital events and stuff of all that nature. Never was the biggest fan of Monster Hunter Stories. Seemed too linear and I don't want to say childish because I'm a Nintendo YouTuber, but it didn't really play to what I liked in Monster Hunter. I really like this realism, quote unquote, with this real-time combat where just monsters are flailing around the screen. You gotta hit them a certain amount of times and they die. And yeah, there are some story elements, but it's not the primary focus of Monster Hunter. You know, Monster Hunter Rise is more get in, fight, and be a Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Stories seems to me to just be a turn-based RPG storytelling lore game. Like, they couldn't fit lore into Rise, so they're like, you know what? Or they couldn't fit lore into the mainline Monster Hunter games, so they made a spin-off specifically for the stories of that series. I don't know. That was a big ramble on why I don't like stories. Monster Hunter Stories. But yeah, going back to the original topic of this video, I'm so excited for Rise. You can see in the corner, in the bottom left corner, there's a map, and it's a little foggy. It's a little foggy around some of the parts. That's because the character that they're playing as hasn't been there. The map will unfog as you explore new areas, meaning that you need to explore. That's so cool how they need you to explore to actually get parts of the map unlocked. Now, I'm not sure what parts of the map, what different parts of the map do. If you can see the monsters before on the map before you actually get to them. I don't know, but coolest thing here, that's the Ghost Harag that they're fighting, and another monster showed up, but now they did the wyvern riding wirebug thing, which is this game's version of mounting. If you were a fan of previous Monster Hunter games, especially for Ultimate, you could mount monsters if you did an aerial attack. This is that game's version of that. Also, you could just fight a monster as a monster. That's so cool. You've got a little attack GUI in the bottom, so you know what buttons do what. And yeah, you're just fighting the Ghost Harag as this platypus, you know? That's really cool. Going up to the top of the screen, you can see that there is health bar, stamina bar, which seem to max out at a certain point. I think that is where they max out. You can unlock those, like if you eat a ration, or if you have a certain like food buff from the tea shop. I think that's what that does. You can see a real-time updater on your weapon sharpness. That is amazing. Oh my god, I'm never just gonna randomly get a message, your sharpness has been decreased. I know, like, there's a status bar on how bad my weapon sharpness is. That's amazing. And they're in the green now, which is what's up there. So their damage is slightly decreased until they use a whetstone to sharpen their blade, and then it gets back up to full. That's amazing. A little bit underneath that, you can see the shells that the person has. I think they're using a shell weapon. I don't know. I really don't know. You can see their quote-unquote demon modes, or what they're primarily using as a weapon. I really don't know what to call that, but you know, look at what weapon they're using and look at what symbol is red, and then you can make the correlation. I think that's what that is. You can also see a little bit more underneath that. You can see the health of your buddies. You can see the Socks, which is the Palico, little cat thing. Socks is pretty low. Yuri is pretty good on health, but you know, he's a Palamute trying to get out of the fight. He didn't beat it, but oh wait, no, Yuri's the Palad. What? That's weird. I saw Socks's little display model, and thought that was a cat, but I guess it's the Palamute. So yeah, Yuri is the Palico. Yuri's good on health, and then the Palamute, which is the dog, is really low on health. Yeah, you can see the little name tag above each animal. Palicos in previous games would help you gather stuff. They would help you. They would slightly help you fight, but I think. Yeah, so I think in this game, the power dynamic, quote unquote, between Palicos and Palamutes is Palicos will do light damage and help you gather while you're fighting, and then Palamutes will do light damage while also letting you ride them. So they both do damage, but it's basically, do you want materials or do you want faster travel? And you can switch them out based on what you need. So you can have two Palicos whenever you depart on a quest, or you can have two Palamutes if you want that slightly extra damage. Because I think Palamutes would do more damage. If not, then it's completely useless to bring two Palamutes, I think. Unless they have some secret, like, third ability. Because you can only ride one at a time. I guess if one dies, I don't know. Do they have an inventory space? I don't know. I'll have to play the demo, because I haven't done that yet. Two Palicos, I feel like, would be a lot more beneficial to bring, like, two Palicos, because that's double the damage. That's one buddy doing damage, and then the other buddy possibly gathering materials, or you can have both of them gathering materials if you just need that little extra bump to get that armor set that you really need. But yeah, I think this is a great game. Great power dynamic between the Palico and Palamute. Super balanced, I think. From what I see, they're super balanced. Obviously, they could just be completely broken, and the only good option is to bring a Palamute, two Palamutes. Like, that could be very much an option, but I don't think it will be. And you can only bring two buddies if it's a solo mission. That's the part that is pretty balanced to me. So whenever you go on like multiplayer missions with your local co-op or online co-op or anything, you have to choose if you want a Palamute or a Palico, which is really cool. So you can have a group of 4 of your friends, or 3 of your friends plus you, You can all have palicos, or you can all have palamutes, or you can have a palamute, your friend can have a palico, or all your friends can have a palicos. It's any combination that you want. I feel like it should either be one person, which is the strongest, having the palamute, and then everyone else have the palico, or everybody has a palamute. I just feel like the speed would be a little different, very, very, very different. If like 3 people had a palamute and you're the only one with the palico. So talk to your friends, get like a good loadout setup, because you don't want to be the only one in area 2 while they're all in area 10. So it seems that just then the palico planted something. Is that a type of endemic life almost? Ah, it's healing. It's a healing aura plant. So palicos are for support. Do they still get materials? I really need to know if they still gather materials, because that was the only reason that I got stuff in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. My palico got me just a bunch of plants and bugs. That was great. If they don't do that, I'm going to have to change my playstyle. I'm 100% going to have to change my playstyle. First of all, this game is so big. God, I love this game. Going back to the menus, going back to the HUD, it seems a little big, but also that isn't an issue, I don't think. On the DS, you really had your map on the bottom screen, which doesn't exist on the Switch. So I understand why they put it there. But before this quest is fully over, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner your Let Me Ride option for your palamute. I'm pretty sure that would be I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be displayed if you didn't have a palamute. So if you had 2 palicos or 1 palico, that wouldn't be there. Going even further to the right, you can see whatever item they're holding. They're holding a nullberry, which basically negates any poison damage or poison effect. And if you hold L and press, actually, oh, that's your, let's go back to that real quick. So if you hold up or down, you can scroll left or right with the D-pad or directional buttons, because I prefer directional buttons. And you've got custom shoutouts. Let's go even further back. So this is the Let Me Ride option for your palamute. Open up the menu. So you've got wait. I'm pretty sure that's for your, like, in case you don't have voice chat. It's the quote-unquote pinging system. Custom shoutout. You can set your own custom shoutout. So if you hit that, it's probably just going to do whatever message you set it to. I'm pretty sure there's going to be censorship, so all you streamers out there on Twitch or anywhere, don't worry about people shouting out bad words on stream and having to censor it. I'm pretty sure there will be censorship. There are greetings. Is that an emote? I think that's an emote. Weapon pose set. I'm pretty sure that's just pulling out your weapon and doing another emote just specifically with the weapon. And then you've got a camera. All of that is I'm pretty sure it's like your extra things. Things that, again, were on the bottom screen of the DS. I'm really glad that they did it like that instead of, I don't know, having like a third button, like you have to press ZR to open up a second menu, like a wheel, and then you have to select which one you want. I'm glad that they have it down there like the other menu, because if you haven't played a Monster Hunter game before, if you hold L, that opens up the menu, that opens up the item menu like it opens up this menu. You can just see the 2 options on either side of whatever is selected, and if you let go, then that is what gets selected. With the L menu, you hold L, or the L bumper, and you press Y to go, to the left, or you press A to go to the right, and you can select what item you want. And then whenever you're out of the menu, if you press Y, it uses whatever item is selected. That is great. I'm glad that they haven't changed that at all. You can also see that you can gather stuff, the healing fruit that the palico planted. That's pretty cool. And you can see my mouse right here. The hunter got Ghost Harag hide from killing it and then harvesting its materials. There was a, let me see, so you've got one Ghost Harag brace, which is one item. Then you've got a second item, which is hide. You've got a third item, which is hide. Yep, you can only get 3 items that are randomized per monster, which means per quest, which sucks, but also I understand why they did that. They just can't let you spam A and get infinite amount of Ghost Harag hide. So, makes sense, just kind of sad that you can't get at least like 5 things. You know, I think 3 is just such a low number to where you have to redo and redo and redo and redo. So I guess it does add that playability, but it feels very grindy. And that's not a diss on Monster Hunter Rise, that's just a diss on the whole Monster Hunter gameplay structure. Because that's been in every Monster Hunter game, I'm pretty sure. At least in 4 Ultimate. Again, haven't played the original, haven't played Monster Hunter 2, 3. I haven't played the original 4, but I've seen gameplay. So I'm basically an expert, you know. That was a joke. Monster Hunter community, please don't come after me. Coming March 26, 2021. Pre-order now. Definitely going to pre-order that. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I was rambling for all of this. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're so close. So close to 30 subs. So if you want to sub to this brand new channel of mine, that'd be appreciated. If you want to go watch my live streams for daily content, link is in the description. It's also on my channel page. Blah, 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 blah. Come back next week for a new video. See you guys then. Goodbye.